So if you're here for the last recording, we unfortunately have lost 3 straight games. So we got swept by Texas, or I don't know if we won one game, but we are 4-2 at one point. Now we are 4-5, so we are a game under 500. We have Shane back on the mound, so we really need to have some good luck in this game. We have some really big highlights on our team. Chandler Simpson and Jonathan Aranda are batting really well. Our lows are starting to do a little bit better, but really our back end of our lineup is starting to really disappoint us. So we're going to go into this game, and I might be giving Curtis Mead the chance to get a game for us. So looking at our lineup, we have Johnny DeLuca here. He has been really struggling. Curtis Mead, he does not have the ability to play center field. So we're going to put him at center field still, and we're going to look. So Yonde, he only plays first base. Can Brandon Lowe, he can play a little bit. All right, so we got some. So Yande's going to go to first. Brandon Lowe is going to go to second. Jonathan, somebody needs to go to center. Somebody needs to go to center because he's not very good at. We're going to let him DH. Let him go to first. We're going to put Chandler in center field today. And can anyone go into the outfield? I feel like Brandon Lowe might be that. He might be the weakest link because Jonathan doesn't need to go anywhere. So we're going to throw him in left field. There we go. Now we're cooking with oil. So Shane is actually getting another start. Felt like he just pitched the other day, but we'll take it. So he is up. Joe Adele is up. We're going to go ahead and try to pitch around him. He leads off with a single there. We're going to just try to pitch around more people, see if that gives us a little bit more success. So we're here with 2 outs, and Mike Trout steals second base, but we do get out of that inning there with just the 1 hit. So Chandler Simpson is up. He is going to strike out there, unfortunately. Second guy in a row that strikes out. Yandy Diaz gets a walk here. And that is it for us. So 3 strikeouts for that guy. So kind of crazy. I forgot that we're pitching around everyone. Worked for the... I clicked the wrong thing the first guy and it worked. But it looks like for the other 2 guys, it ends up working out well for us. Brandon Lowe is up. He is going to fly out there. Danny Jansen is going to strike out swinging. So I believe he has 4 strikeouts today. And another strikeout. So we have 5 strikeouts today. So apparently this guy is just going to get 35 strikeouts today. You don't like to see it. Tim Anderson, that's kind of hilarious. I remember when he got destroyed on the White Sox by Jose Ramirez. He gets a walk there. You love to see it. 1 out here. Steals second base. That's fine. 2 outs here. And we get out of that inning. So moving into the next inning, Curtis Mead is getting his first at-bat of the year for our team. So this is his first game. Let's see if he's able to do something other than striking out. And it looks like no. He's right on par. So he's fitting right into the rest of the team by just striking out another guy. So he's at 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. It's actually kind of hilarious. Chandler Simpson says no more of that. I'll at least pop out. So you got to respect that. We pitch around Mike Trout and we're able to get him out. We of course pitch around Ward and he is just going to mash an opposite field home run. You love to see it. You love to see it. So that's the first run that they're able to get, but we're able to get Logan O'Hoppe out and able to get out of that inning. So we gave up a run. He made it through a little bit. I mean, 1 run. If you're not able to score a run in a game, you aren't going to win anyway. And it looks like Jonathan is going to continue his little bit of a heat streak with a base hit up the middle. Our first hit of the day. Yandy Diaz is up, but he is going to get out. I feel like he just never gets on base, but his average is still pretty good. But so he is doing something. I just feel like he's just not really having a high impact for us. Brandon Lowe is up, and he is going to pop out there. So we do get a base hit, but that's about it. Moving into the next inning, we get the first out there. You love to see it. Second out there, you love to see it. So we are moving into the bottom of the 5th. We're going to hopefully be able to get something going. So, excuse me, now we get a walk there to start out the inning. Junior is only batting 160 this year. He just has so much potential. He should be able to get some more hits. We believe in him, but unfortunately he doesn't believe in himself and he strikes out the 8th, 9th strike out today. So we did get the leadoff guy on. Curtis Mead is going to come back and actually get his first hit of the year. So we have 2 guys on with 1 out. You'll love to see it. Jose is up. His average is rapidly dropping down. But it's going to continue on that trajectory. Unfortunately, we kind of knew it was going to happen. He wasn't going to maintain that high average of the year. We still have 2 guys on. Chandler Simpson is up, and he is going to apparently do nothing. That was kind of a weird animation. But he has 10 strikeouts, so I guess that was a strikeout. He has 10 strikeouts today. You love to see it. That is actually kind of a crazy game that he's having. So Shane walks a guy. He's able to get Mike Trout out, and he's able to work his way out of that inning with that walk. He's still pitching really well, so you love to see it there. So Jonathan is up. He flies out, so not a strikeout for him. He is popping off in that regard, and Yonder Diaz grounds out, so we're no longer striking out every time. But we're still not doing anything. Only 2 hits today. We're still down a run. Shane is still up. I need to check his stamina and make sure he's not going to... He's going to get through this. We believe in him. He believes that he's going to get through this inning. And he needs 1 more out. Or that was a base hit. We're not risking it. We got Tim Anderson up. We're going to look at our team to see who we want to bring in. Could bring in Phil here. I think that's what we'll do. We're going to pitch around. We're able to get him out. And we're able to get him out. So we're able to work through that jam. You see? Kachuki, however you say his name, is absolutely destroying us. He has 11 strikeouts. Okay. 12 strikeouts. This is actually like a historical game. This is actually kind of hilarious. So apparently we're not going to score a run. He's going to throw a complete game against us. Phil is going to stay in and give up a base hit. He's going to get an out here. He's up at 21 pitches, so he's going to at least do 1 more batter. I think we're going to let him get this last out here, and he's able to do just that. So we are at the bottom of the 8th here. Curtis Mead had a base hit his last time that he was up. He unfortunately is not going to get a base hit this inning. He's going to pop out there for the first out. Jose is up. He is 0 for 2 for the day, just like most of our team, not batting well. It does work to a full count, but does ground out to the shortstop. Chandler Simpson is up. We're going to try to bunt for a hit and see what happens. So it is a ball. It is a bunt, but it goes all the way up. You love to see it. Really hard to bunt for these professional athletes. So Phil is at the end of his stamina, so we need to bring someone else in for the 9th inning. Since we are not in a save opportunity, we can look to bring in someone else. So we can bring in Ryan Pepayet. Again, he gives up a single, gets an out, steals, and then a throwing error. You love to see it. He does get the 2nd out of the inning, and he does work it out. So if we really lose 1-0, it's going to feel really bad. They bring in their closer here. We're going to hope that we can get some magic going, and we do with a single to start out the inning. So he hits an opposite field single. Yonder Diaz is up, so we are not going to bunt. Even though his sack bunt is all the way up at 70, we're going to let him swing away and fly out, of course, because why would our best hitter be able to get a base hit? You love to see it. And it looks like he is going to strike out there. We have had like 15 strikeouts on the day. You love to see it. And we get 3 hits, no runs. Our offense actually embarrassingly bad. Their starting pitcher had about 13 strikeouts. So yeah, 12 strikeouts in a 7-inning effort. So our team really just horrendous on this particular day. Curtis Mead did get a base hit, so you'd love to see that. We are continuing our struggles here. So we might need to make some adjustments there. Pitching, you can't complain about giving up a run, so we are perfectly fine with that. We might just need to try something different as far as our lineups go. So if we're looking at center field, Johnny DeLuca, he's batting .214. We're just going to go ahead and just throw him down to AAA. And we're going to bring up Sal. And we're going to let Sal get some time in center field. So he can't possibly play any worse. Jose is starting to struggle, so we're going to go ahead and dump him out and let Curtis Mead play second base. And then we're going to have Jonathan. I believe he can play shortstop. If not, he's about to learn, so he's going to play shortstop. Do we have anyone else who can actually play shortstop? Looks like Junior can play shortstop, so he's going to go to third. Can he play third? Okay, he can play third. So our defense is not at their strongest positions right now, but we need some magic. We need to make an adjustment. 0 runs in a game is just not really acceptable. Chandler Simpson is just continuing to be on his insane tear. So 21 stolen bases. I don't believe he had any in the last game. But if he gets on base, he gets a steal. So our pitching worked well with the pitch around strategy. Besides, you know, I say that as Jorge Soler gets a base or home run here. But I mean, in general, it's been working well. Only giving up 1 run in the last game. So I can't really complain too much about that. I just don't want him in, to be honest, but we'll just leave him in for today. It's whatever. It's whatever. All right. Starts out the inning with a single, gets an out, another home run. So our pitching is just really starting to just let us down, unfortunately. But we just need more offense. Like, it's, I mean, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? 3-0, no hits. Maybe we start taking pitches, but we'll take until we get a strike. How about that? Alright, so we got a guy on base with that strat. Alright. We got a strike, so we swing. Alright, strategy is OP. We get a home run. We'll continue that strat, so we'll take until we get a strike. So, still get a ground out, but we got to a full count at least, I suppose. Just throwing a lot of first pitch balls, to be fair. So, another out there, but at least getting him to throw a lot of pitch. He's throwing a ball every single time. So, we're getting him to throw some more pitches at least, I suppose. Go ahead and pitch around. Mike Trout gets a base hit. You'd love to see it. Another base hit. Another base hit. Gets an out there. And he's able to get out of that base, bases loaded jam. Yandy Diaz takes a ball, takes a strike, 2-1 count, and of course, he is going to ground out. Take a ball, we take a ball, we take a strike. He swings and hits a base hit. Maybe this is actually the strategy to actually getting more hits. It's been successful so far, but I could just be gaslighting myself that it's actually successful. He's going to try to steal second. He does. That is a strike there, so it means that we can swing, and it actually works again where we hit a home run. So even though we didn't take a ball in that at bat necessarily, it did work out for us. So maybe this is maybe I figured out the game, and he does strike out swinging there. We're going to go ahead and take, so that's first strike, and he does get out there. But we do score 2 more runs. We do take a 4-3 lead. Zach Littell is going to hopefully get through this inning without any trouble. He gets the first out. Of course, gives up another home run to Jorge Soler, which means he is going to get drilled in the next at bat because that is 2 home runs on the day. I really need to remember that in my strategy of just hitting the pitcher or the hitters that get home runs off us in that particular game, especially if our pitcher is struggling, because who cares if he gets suspended? He's not really worth much to us anyway, since he's not really doing that. All right, so strikes out there swinging. We're going to go ahead and take the first pitch strike and try to swing on our next bat, and it does not work out. Take the first ball, take a second ball, take the first strike, and he swings and he hits a base hit. So honestly, this will be the strategy that we continue to use. It seems like it's wildly successful. I don't even know what button I hit there. Unfortunate, because I wanted to try to steal with him. I guess I just hit enter and it made it so we just threw it him. So we're going to pitch around. We are in the 6th inning, so if he does get through this is kind of big for us, so that is really good. Yandy Diaz is up, so he's going to take the first pitch. First pitch strike. Second one, full count. He is going to ground out again. He is not hitting the ball well at all. First pitch strike. Next pitch is a fly out, or I guess a swinging. The pitch that he hits is swinging with that. Takes his first pitch as a strike. And then on a 1-1 count, he is going to pop out there. So nothing good happening for us. So Zach, not the best start, but I mean 4 runs in 6 innings. He got through 6, so kind of respect it. It's kind of what, I mean, we want him to give up a little bit less, but can't really do much about that. So Kevin Kelly might be the dude that's coming in. So I think that is going to be the case. Bringing some Kevin Kelly action. So he's going to go ahead and pitch to Luis here. He gets the first out. He gets the second out. And he does get the third out there. I believe Tyler Ward did have a base hit last inning as well. Danny Jansen is up. He's going to take the first pitch, which is the ball. He's going to take a pitch for a strike, and on a 1-2 count, he is going to ground out to second base for the first out of this inning. Christopher Morel is up. He takes the first pitch ball, takes the second pitch strike, and he is able to hit a double. So the strategy seems to be working. You just take two, you get a strike, and then the game lets you get more hits. So we'll see if that continues to be the case, and we're just going to continue that strategy. So an intentional walk for a guy that is batting 172. So that doesn't really make any sense, but Sal gets a strike thrown there, and he does hit a fielder's choice there. Does advance both of the runners, so the go-ahead runner is at third base. So Chandler Simpson is up. He takes the first pitch ball, takes the second pitch ball, takes the third pitch ball. It's a 3-1 count. Let's see if he's able to clutch up here, and he does get a walk there. So the bases are loaded for Jose, which means we are pinch hitting for him. We are bringing in Jonathan. He is going to be batting for him. He does have the day off today, but he does have an opportunity to get a base hit. Takes the first pitch ball, takes the second pitch ball, first pitch strike, and he swings, but he unfortunately hits a little dribbler to the pitcher for the last out of the inning. So not what you want to see. Kevin Kelly, though, is who we want to see. He is pitching well so far. First out in the inning, gives up a base hit, gives up a double, unfortunately, or I guess it's a single with an error. So you love to see that. He does get the second out there. He's up 35 pitches. We're going to see if he does get through, and he does manage to keep the game tied at 4. Yandy Diaz is up. He is over 3 on the day. His average is collapsing down to 289 from it was way high. But he is struggling. We're going to take the first pitch for a ball, second pitch for a strike, and then on a 1-2 count, he is going to ground out again. It seems like that's all he does lately. It's just hit grounders, which you don't like to see. So 1-1 count there, and he does hit a triple. So that is quite massive with 1 out, a 1-out triple for us. So he gets all the way to third. We have Brandon Lowe that is up. He's going to take the first pitch. I really want to do a squeeze bunt. What's his bunt? Is at 50. We're not going to risk it. We're going to let him swing away. And it looks like that was the correct choice. He's able to flare it into center field for a base hit, and we are able to take the lead. Brandon Lowe is at first. Danny Jansen is up. He's going to take the first pitch. We're not trying to steal at this point. So 2-0 count, 2-1 count. Danny Jansen is up, and he does hit a single. So it seems like this might be the strategy. It just continues to work. First pitch strike, and he walks another batter. So Junior Caminero is up. He takes the first pitch strike, and on a 2-1 count, he does hit a little dribbler that is there. They throw it to home for a double play. So it looks like that is going to be the end of that inning. Kevin Kelly did a really good job today, but we want to bring in Pete Fairbanks. He is going to be hopefully closing out this game for us. Mickey Moniak is up. He gets him out, gets a second out there, and he moves on. Oh, I thought that was going to be the end of the game. This is now the end of the game, so ground out there. So we're able to take care of our little bit of a losing slide and come all the way back from our little deficit there and catch a dub. So you'll love to see it. So moving on to the next game. So we had a little bit better, of course, of a game, but we are 5-6. So we were 2 games under 500. If we can win this one, it means that we will be back at 500. Is Carlos Luna back in the game? He's still suspended for 3 games. You don't like to see that, so it might mean that we get someone else to start for this game. Let's see who we have in. So we do have Curtis Mead over there at second base. Sal Frelick has not had a base. He's had 18 at-bats and has not had, or no, that's for AAA. All right, he's had 7 at-bats and has not had a base hit. So he is due. He is due to get a base hit, but we won't see him for a little bit because we are pitching first. He gets a single on the first at-bat of the game. 2 outs here, and we're able to get through that first inning. So we're going to continue with the strategy of taking until we get a strike and then letting them swing away. It does not work in this case. I accidentally hit enter, but it worked out, and it makes him get a base hit. We're going to take here. We're going to take here and swing away. So another walk, or it was a base hit and then a walk. So far, so good for us. Ball 3. So we're definitely taking here. 3-1 count. And it is a fielder's choice, so we do get a guy all the way to third, but unfortunately it is with 2 outs. So we're going to try to go ahead and steal second. All right, I'm really annoyed when they do that, so we're going to try to force the steal second, and it does work out. So he does steal second. It's an 0-2 count, though, which is why I don't like when that happens, and he strikes out looking. It's very annoying when guys just decide not to steal when you tell them to. I guess you could always try to force it, but I feel like it has a lower success rate, but at least in that case, it worked out for us. So another leadoff single to start out this inning. First out of the inning, another single, and he moves to third. Gets 2 outs here and does work out of that jam. So he's giving up a lot of hits. Don't like to see that. We're going to take the first pitch strike because why not? 1-2 count. He's going to ground out to third base there. Moving into Junior, he is up, takes the first pitch strike and strikes out looking. So far not working out too great for us, but we're going to take the first pitch strike again, and Curtis Mead strikes out looking because why would you bother swinging? You're not getting paid any money to hit the ball. First out of the inning, or the first batter. He gets out for the first time this game, but he does give a single to the second guy that's up. Gives up another single. Gives up, I guess that was a double play. We'll take it. 5 hits in 3 innings, but no runs. Very concerning amount of hits that he's giving up. It's a 1-1 count. And unfortunately, he does strike out. Did work into a full count, though. I suppose that's the one big benefit of at least taking the pitches. It does kind of force more pitches to be thrown in general, which could be good in the long run of the game. But Chandler Simpson is going to steal second. He's going to steal third. Oh, he's scared. 3-0 count. We'll go ahead and take this pitch here. So it is a base on balls. Yandy Diaz is up, so we're not going to try to take third base. Of course, throws 4 straight balls, but then Yandy Diaz gets to an 0-2 count and strikes out. So our best hitter continues to just struggle. He is now cold now. He's kind of useless, though. He doesn't really have any power. He doesn't really... So he, honestly, we might be trying to trade him because he's starting to really kind of collapse. At least the previous year, he batted 281. The year before, he batted 330. I mean, 275, obviously, is not bad, but... he's just not doing anything for us in these games, and it's just really frustrating because, you know, he's your big power hitter or supposed to be kind of like the big power hitter, but nothing good is happening. With 2 outs, we do have the bases low, though. We get a first pitch ball, second pitch strike, and it looks like a wild pitch, so we actually are able to sneak across a run. We're able to manufacture a run somehow. It is a 2-1 count, so he's going to go ahead and swing away, and he actually has a 3-run home run. So, I mean, we have guys that are producing a little bit for us. It just might not be the guy that we need, Yandy Diaz, to do that. Jay Jansen is up. He's going to take that first pitch strike. Second pitch, he is going to ground out to the third baseman and move on to the next inning. So we got another 4-run inning like we had the other day. Full count, does get the first out, gets a second out, and gives up a solo home run. But we still have a 4-1 lead, so we're going to continue to believe in him. He's going to give up runs occasionally. Nobody's perfect. First pitch strike. Gets another fly out. First pitch a ball. Second pitch strike. On a 2-1 count, Curtis Mead flies out. Don't like to see that. See if Sal can get his first hit of the year. He is not going to. He's going to hit the opposite way to shortstop and ground out. You just want him to get going. You want someone to get going from the center field position. But Drew is going to hopefully get through this inning, so he's able to get a decision, gives up a single. He's given up 8 hits today, which is kind of crazy because we've only had 3 and we've had 4 runs, so it's just kind of crazy how that works. So we are now into the bottom of the 5th, taking till we get a strike. And 3-1 count. He is going to line out there. Works to a favorable count. Hits a ball, or throws a ball, throws a strike. And now is 6 strikeouts, so it got to a 2-2 count. So this will probably be his last inning there. We'll see if Yandy is able to convince me to keep him on the team. He is 33 years old, so he is certainly someone that if we really had a struggling year, would be someone that we would want to trade 100% anyway. But if he is struggling, that might just expedite the process of us wanting to trade him. So Drew is here at 94 pitches. We're going to let him pitch until someone gets on base. If someone gets on base, so it looks like he actually got through that inning with a ton of pitches, so we'd love to see that. Certainly is a statistical thing. If your pitcher gets through the 6th inning, it does help your team out, and it does increase your odds of winning that current day and the next day quite a bit. But unfortunately, we are not doing much from an offensive standpoint. It looks like we might just only have scored in 1 inning, but at least we do have a lead, so it could be 2 straight wins for us if we're able to maintain this lead. Only 3 hits. 4 runs, kind of crazy to see. So Drew is at 102 pitches, so he has pitched a good day. He has done his job as much as he is able to do so. So we have a couple of guys that we can bring in. Manuel has not had a lot of innings, has not had a lot of innings this year. So I think we're going to go ahead and plop him into this game, especially because he's at 100% energy. And we're going to hope that he's able to hold on to this lead. I don't know what that was, so I guess that was a double. 2-0 count. He's able to get the first out of the inning, able to get the second out of the inning, and is able to work his way through that inning despite giving up a double there. First pitch strike here, and he's able to actually hit a double on this bat, so he's able to get something going with no outs. We have a guy on second base with no outs. Curtis Mead is up. He's going to take the first pitch strike and strike out swinging. All he had to do was put the ball in play to try to advance that guy. Unfortunately, not able to do so. Sal Frelick with a 70 contact against right-handed hitters. Let's see if he's able to do something. He's able to get on base with a 5-pitch walk. He does have pretty good speed over there, but it doesn't really matter because Junior is in front of him. Chandler Simpson is up. He takes the first pitch ball, second pitch strike, and is able to hit into a fielder's choice there. Unfortunately, I doubt he is someone that's ever really going to ground into a double play, but he is going to be forced to steal. He's going to be forced to steal second base because I am not watching him just hesitate there. So he does get another stolen base. He's up to 23. It is kind of ridiculous. Jonathan takes a second pitch strike and unfortunately does not do anything with his chance on the plate. We do get another hit, we do get a steal, and so we're moving on to the next inning. So in the 8th inning, Manuel is about halfway through his stamina, so we're going to go ahead and keep him in and hope that he's able to continue to do pretty well in this inning. He gives up a 2-out hit, and he is able to work through that 8th inning there. So pretty good job, honestly, with our pitching. Again, only 1 run both games, so you love to see it. Yandy Diaz takes a ball, takes the second one, takes the third one. It's a 3-1 count. He's going to swing, and he actually does something with the bat. You love to see it. Hits a double there. So with no outs, we have a double and nobody out. So let's hope something good can happen. So he's going to take until he gets a strike. He does get a strike there, and of course he strikes out swinging just like in the last inning. Not very creative with the AI engine to allow that to happen. First pitch ball that is there. Moving into the next pitch is a second pitch strike, and does hit a base hit there, and it looks like he is going to just trade spots with him. So it's a 5-1 lead with 1 out. A guy on second base. You'd love to see it. 0-1 count here. 1-2 count, strikes out swinging. A lot of strikeouts today. A lot of strikeouts every game it seems. But a 1-0 count, a 2-0 count, a 3-0 count, and a 3-1 count. He is swinging away, but it is a full count, and unfortunately is not able to get that run to second across. He's at his max stamina, so we are going to, I think, bring in our closer again because we're in the top of the 9th. We're going to hope Pete is able to get back-to-back saves and back-to-back days. Let's see if he is able to do so. So he does get the first out of the inning. He gets the second out, and he's able to get back-to-back saves. So despite us having a little bit of a slump there for a little bit, we're able to come back against the Anaheim Angels. I guess the Los Angeles Angels now. I guess that's a little bit telling of my age that I remember them being the Anaheim Angels. But we are back to 6-6. So it looks like everyone in our division is about 500 besides the New York Yankees, which is kind of weird. But Chandler Simpson is continuing to just be on a tear. His average is dipping a little bit, but everything else is going well with him. What I want to do before I end this video is I just want to experiment and see what is there for Yandy Diaz. He did hit a double last game, but he just hasn't really. He's old, 33. It's pretty old for a power hitter, and he's not really. Only has what, 1 home run this year. So I mean, like, he's just not that useful as far as that goes. Dylan Lee, I thought he was a starter. I guess a lot of these guys probably, are older pitchers that used to be starters. So we can get someone like Ryan O'Hearn, but he is batting 179 this year. That's actually kind of crazy terrible. Looking at someone like Rami Gonzalez, 267 this year. David Hamilton is in AAA, only batting 120 at the major league level. Miguel Vargas, he's batting 267 this year. He has a lot of potential. He's always kind of an interesting player, but that's someone that we could trade for. He might be more useful. Christian Encarnacion Strand. He has, I guess, been in AAA. He is not a good average. Wow, that is actually horrendous. Will Benson could be a potential outfielder for us. He unfortunately is in AAA right now. He's batting 280 though, so kind of like that. So there's actually a couple trades. So I do actually kind of like that trade. We could get Steven Kwan. That's a diabolical trade. I can't believe that they would be someone that they would be willing to trade. Lane Thomas would be an interesting person. I guess he's a full 3 stars right now, but not someone I'm too interested in, to be fair. Spencer Torkelson, if nothing else, then we're going to get him. Like, that's actually insane that they're willing to trade him. So we're going to scroll down to see if there's any other sort of insane trades. We get a really good closer, we get a really good pitcher, but we obviously need someone to be at that spot to fill in for us. Mark Vientos is also available too, which is kind of insane. So we have 2 guys that we need to be taking serious considerations for. So we're going to look at the Mets, and we're going to see Mark Vientos, so he can play first base and third base. So his defense is not that versatile, which we don't really need from a power hitting first baseman. But we need to look for Spencer Torkelson, so he can play first, a little bit of third, and then some of the outfield. So that is definitely a trade that we're going to do. So we're going to trade Yonder Diaz here, who's batting 286 this year, and we're going to grab Spencer Torkelson. I don't know why they're willing to do this trade, but we are going to look for, I mean, let's throw this in and see what happens. Okay. I'm just being a goofball with that kind of trade. Let's see if we're able to get a relief pitcher as well. So Brandon Hanafy could be an interesting person we can throw in. Oh, they want nothing for him too. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw this 24-year-old prospect and then see if we can grab, I mean, our bullpen is not really the problem, which is kind of the thing. I don't need to fill up on a bunch of bullpen arms. We could also look for Dylan Dingler, see if they want to slide him over to us. We can give up another pitcher there. Parker Meadows. I kind of want him. I kind of want all their players. Giving up Chandler Simpson would be diabolical. So they want a lot for him. The only person that would be, I would potentially give up would be, is he in AAA right now? So he has actually progressed a little bit. So he might be someone that could fill in a slot eventually. Would be Taj Badley, but I'm not too interested in giving someone like that up. But an 18-year-old right field prospect could actually be someone that we want to give up. So we're going to go ahead and do that trade. And we have a lot to adjust with our team. So we have 25 people on our main roster, which means that Dominique can go to AAA. Christopher Morel is batting 231 this year, so he might drop down. Sal, sorry, bud, you're going down. So we're going to see what that does for our team. So Dingler is up, Torkelson is up, Parker Meadows is up, and then Brennan, we can look to see if we want to drop someone down to bring him up. Carlos Luna, honestly, he's still suspended for 2 games. He didn't pitch well in his first game, so I guess we can just demote him and then bring him up. We bring Ryan back into the starting rotation, even though his average or his ERA is still horrendous, just to see what is finished there. Although Alex Fado does have a little bit of stamina, so he might be potentially someone that we could throw into that slot there. So I I think we leave him there. He hasn't pitched that much anyway. So we're gonna go with this, and then here we're gonna bring Spencer into that 3 slot to fill in for Yonde, who is just just kind of useless, to be honest. And Brandon Lowe looks like he could play. Looks like he can develop a little bit in left field as well. Chandler Simpson, he can play it in center field. So really, I mean, kind of just want to put Chandler in center field and keep him there. And then Parker Meadows, he's only batted 3 times this year. Which, how's his speed? So his speed's really good as well. Josh Lowe, 225 this year. I feel like we drop him off. We bring Parker in to right field. He's had 4 home runs this year. And I mean, if he didn't play shortstop, I'd be much more willing to drop him off. He is only 21, but it is certainly someone that we do want to have there. So we're going to change his position back to first base and going to demote him to AAA. Put him back at second. So we have quite a lot of adjustments to do. And then Brandon Lowe, he can play left field, first base. I think we'll honestly just keep him at DH for us. And then Josh Lowe, get him out of here. Jose, he started out real hot this year, but really fell off. And might just bring, I mean, honestly, could just bring him back in, take the pressure off Junior Caminero to do stuff. And then Parker, let's see what his rating is against right-handed hitters or pitchers or left-handed pitchers. So about the same. I guess he's a left-handed batter. I don't know why I thought he was right-handed. Brandon Lowe, he's going to DH up there. And then Danny Jansen, he's only batting 118 this year. That is diabolical. So we're gonna bring Dylan Dingler and let Dylan get some at bats. Move him up to there, move Jose up, move Parker up. And then this is where we can really get creative with the rest of our lineup. So we need someone to be in left field for us. With Morel, he can actually play a little bit of left field. So we're gonna let Morel get some more time out in left field. And then we need someone to play third base, which actually might be Morel. So we might just put Morel over there at third. We will see who we want to put in. I'm not really sure. Let's look at our organization. We might drop a pitcher down. Is there anyone that's really young in our bullpen? Actually, no, we kind of need him in. We just have a lot of we have a lot of good bullpen arms. I mean, I guess you just might be the weakest link. You gave up runs. Everyone in our bullpen's doing so well. Where is he? So we're gonna go ahead and just waive him, I guess, because we want to see. So Carlos Luna is ready to come up. So we do have some pitchers that are ready to come up to the major league level. Curtis Mead and Sal both really struggled. And where's our first baseman? I don't know what that's about. I thought we had a first baseman that had some good potential. Oh yeah, it was it Bobby Seymour? I thought we had someone else. Maybe he's on the injured list. Oh yeah. Let's look at his batting stats. So at 21 years old, he's only batting 200 this year, so we can look to see if there's someone else that we can bring up. So Carson Williams, he's only 21. So Bobby Seymour, we can bring him up, and we actually dropped too many pitchers. So we can actually look to bring up a pitcher as well. Okay, so we just throw Carlos Luna up. All right. So we need to put Morel back at third. And then can you play left field? You lack work ethic. Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Bobby, my man. All right, Brandon Lowe's going to go over to left field since he's learning that position a little bit and he has some good potential there. And then we'll let Bobby Seymour, see what he can do. DH position last. But he might be some trade bait if he struggles in the next couple of games. And then we will see what we can do with all of that. And we lost our relief pitcher, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, we actually didn't need to release him. It just kind of stinks. Or waive him. We could have kept them up on there. But, it is what it is. So that's going to be it for this one. If you made it to this point, I appreciate it. And, yeah, Talk to you on the next one. Peace.